You're about to see a game where I play as Togawa Innovative. I've previously done a tutorial on the Togawa Innovative combination, and the video for that tutorial is linked down in the comments if you want to take a look. But this game, I get a chance to put that tutorial, put that move sequence into action in a thrilling game that comes down to the wire. So bear with me, because in the first couple of minutes, I didn't have my microphone on. The recording software had reverted settings without telling me, but after a few minutes the audio cuts back in, so just bear with me. The whole video is not going to be like the first minute or two, so enjoy. Is that better? Yeah. Okay. So it looks like OBS completely reset my settings on the microphone, so they weren't working. That's unfortunate. Okay, we're going to upgrade the move and the enlist. You get a lot of coin with this board taking this particular strategy. Nice. So this is a pretty standard Polania Patriotic opening. Trade for 2 oil. You move the workers and the character out. You probably upgrade the deploy here. I've been lately doing an approach, especially in 1v1, where I upgrade the enlist first and move both workers to here and get 1 or 2 quick enlists. But it's slower. So in a 4-player game where you have less control over the pace of the game, not quite as good. So we got Nordic starting out with a mill approach. Looks like they're going to put a mill on this mountain here. Oh, mill on the village. That's fascinating. That's not where I would have put it at all. All right, we've got the Riverwalk mech? Yes. So we're gonna see now we produce. What that's gonna allow us to do is to move next time and move out our character, move this worker to this village, and get our first enlist. The unfortunate thing is we are going to run out of, if we enlist the coin enlist, we will actually run out of power before we're done producing. So we've got to figure out if, I mean, I think we've got to enlist the power enlist and take power. So Rustviet probably trades for some oil here, I would think, because it's pretty important to reduce that enlist down to 2, whether you're going with 8 workers or 4 or 5 workers. And we're going to trap this. Go ahead and use the popularity trap just to keep, just for territory later. You know, I've got diversify production, so it might have actually made a little bit more sense to save that trap, but that's okay. Not a big deal. So Polania took a turn off to produce. We're seeing an upgrade out of them, an upgrade out of Nordic, and an upgrade out of Rustviet. We're going to get 3 power off this enlist just right out of the gate, which is really nice. So I'm guessing, yeah, here's the bolster into the upgrade coming out of Nordic. What are they going to upgrade? They going to build buildings in this game? See, if you put that mill there, you could produce a mech now. It doesn't make any sense in this scenario to put the mill on the village. Occasionally it makes sense to put a mill on a village. That's not one of the scenarios. Alright. We're going to go ahead and go to 3 workers right here. Some metal on the table. Oh, I said earlier that I was going to get power off of their upgrade. That's obviously not true, since they're not adjacent to me. You say stuff out loud and sometimes you say the wrong thing. This is not the objective, the encounter Polani was looking for. Just gonna have to upgrade the deploy here and trade their way to the mechs. I guess they could trade for 1 mech, trade for metal, bolster, deploy, and then if they wanted to get out a little quicker, they could trade for 2 more wood and build a mine. Can be a risky strategy, but in this okay, so Nordic moved the worker off the village back here. Maybe they're thinking they're going to make mechs and buildings. Maybe that's what's going on. So Rustviet has gone 8 workers. Usually when I see 8 workers out of Rustviet like this, I see 3 produces, which gets you the 3 metal. Then you trade for a metal and a food, and combine that with producing 7 food, and getting the upgrade. And with 1 produce, you have enough food for all your enlists. This is a great encounter right here, this 4 metal or Rustviet Agricultural, because it just takes Rustviet Agricultural a while to make the mechs. And being able to get that 4 metal and trade straight to 2 more mechs if you need to, that's huge. That was a really good encounter for them. I assume that's what they took. Yeah, there it is, the 4 metal. All right. Let's see here. We're gonna upgrade again. And we're gonna upgrade our produce and our deploy. I'm thinking there's a trade for metal here out of Polania. Or produce. There it is, the produce. Probably going for that. Ooh, popularity enlist. I think they are going to build a building here. I think they are going to go mine and then maybe speed mech. It looks like what they have in mind. I apologize. Hey, Twist Pickle. Thanks for watching, man. Yeah, been a while. See, Rustviet's got this awkward 7 food now, where if they'd... Oh, and they didn't... They must be planning on producing twice, because they didn't upgrade the enlist. Alright. Let's see here. We're going to go to 5 workers here. And we're going to get our first mech. And it's going to be... Is anyone really threatening us? They are. We've got 5 power to their 4. Let's start with Ronan. We put it here because what we're going to do next turn is move 2 workers over here and 1 to the mountain and the character to the encounter. And then we've got a nice little engine set up. Pretty quick to have an engine set up this early in the game. And so far, there's only 1 mech on the board. So we may be able to get this second enlist out without losing too many mechs, too many coins. Lonnie has none out and Rustviet has 1. This is such an interesting setup with Nordic Industrial here. I mean, they could have been on the factory by now with, with 3 mechs. Hey, Kid Italy. I take it you're from Italy, so thanks for tuning in. It's got to be late there. I think it's what, 6 hours ahead of me or something like that. Put you in. Got to be early. Early for you. 2 popularity to gain 1 upgrade and 2 food. That's a nice. Definitely a nice encounter. They're not going to get to tier 2. They don't need that pop. And get an upgrade in food is great. Okay, so they're going to upgrade their buildings, which they're definitely doing. And they're just going to at some point trade for 2 food to get a single enlist. I think we see an enlist out of Rustviet right here, yes. Combat cards are potentially going to be an issue here. We don't get that combat card enlist. All right, coin enlist first out of Rustviet. What we say we're gonna move? And here. I'd love to see food here. 3 resources. That'll do. Oh, 2 food and a pop. Even better. I don't really need the 3rd resource. It's kind of a stray. I mean, I could set myself up for another upgrade, but I've got the upgrades I need. The 2 food and a pop is perfect. And okay, we got to think about Polania with this mine here attacking us. So let's count this out for a minute. They trade 2, 3. They're on us. 1, 2. So we're going to be up here. So let's I think we saved the trap. Can we save the trap? I think we saved the trap. And as much as I want this coin enlist, I need these cards off of Rustviet. So I think I'm going to go that direction. Is that the right call? I don't know if that's the right call. I'm going to do it. Sometimes you stream at 5 a.m. and sometimes you stream at 9 p.m. I am in Eastern US time zone, and sometimes I don't, sometimes I wake up early because I don't sleep well. This has got to be a produce out of Nordic, right? Go to 4 workers. No, the trade for the food to get the enlist. Okay. Rustviet, I think, is going to bolster into an enlist up here. Go back if they don't. We're going to produce 3 more times, and producing on this spot twice is going to give us the worker star. Let's see here. Let's hold off producing this worker. And let's put Shinobi right here. So if I was Polania, I would have traded for metal and then deployed a mech right here. Definitely. They want to go for these enlists, though. I mean, that's just 1 metal. Not even enough to create a mech out of a whole produce. Oh, we got a 5 card. That's going to help. Rustviet did not enlist last turn. They built a mech, Riverwalk mech. Or no, the speed mech. They started with Riverwalk. Nordic gets their first mech. What do we got here, Nordic? Lonnie going for that no mech strat. Maybe. I don't recommend it. Seeing it work with Patriotic, but basically have to hope everybody else plays nice. Rustviet still needs to produce again. they may go ahead and enlist. Oh no, we get a move and an upgrade. Where are they going? They want all the metal, apparently. 4, 5, yeah. Producing like this gives them enough to get the rest of their enlists. And it gives them 6 metal, which is enough for the rest of their mechs while trading for something else, maybe oil. They have more upgrades in mind. 3 resources if they want them. They take just the food and a popularity. Food and a pop. Oh, they don't have to produce again. Yeah, after that encounter, they don't have to produce anymore. All right, here we go. I think the power trap hurts Polani and Rusty the most here. Means the max that Polani could throw is 5, and it would mean Rusty couldn't produce. Well, they could, I guess. But after they enlist again. But I think we're gonna go power trap. And we don't really want to move anything else with our engine right here, so finally we get this coin enlist and some popularity. Good, we saved a trap here because we're almost certainly going to have units here at the end of the game. So we got through this spot, didn't need the trap right here. Now what I could have done is the last time I produced here, I could have produced the worker and then I could have used a move to move this worker here and a move to move this worker up here and go ahead and start working my way toward diversified production. But because I'm at 6 popularity, I'm kind of thinking that I'd rather not spend that extra pop, just see what happens, you know? I mean, Rustviet could always decide to build a building. They're at 4. I mean, I will have to use 1 popularity because I'm gonna produce twice more, make this 1 worker go to 2, and then this 2 go to 4. Hey, Poached Trout, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. What do we miss? Okay, so Nordic built a mine. They can hit us now. I think we're too worried about them. No, we're not. We have Ronin. And we have Shinobi, so let's go with Teuton. Because what I want to do next is I want to go to this lake. No one thinks about sending us back. And I'm going to put a trap on it because, you know, Nordic. But Nordic doesn't attack us this turn. They certainly are not going to attack us when we're on the lake. Oh, Nordic moved and built this mine, so they can't attack us this turn. What about Polania? Yeah, this power trap wipes them out if they decide to get cute. It's round 11, guys, and Polania has no mechs. All right, we got 2 5s. Pretty sweet. I think we're gonna put the combat card trap on this lake. That doesn't hurt Polania much. It just hurts Nordic, who only has one combat card still. What did Nordic even do? They produce, so they've got an engine going now. I mean, it's turn 12. We're ways in, but they do have a setup. What does Rusvia do here? They attack us. They thought better of it. They don't want that trap. Want anything to do with that trap. Rusvia hasn't built township, but I think they're still going to beat us at the factory if they prioritize it. Hopefully they'll go to our enlists, their enlists, and let us get there. Lonnie's at 8 pop. Already used the pop trap. I used it over here. So let's use, Rusty is going to have tons of cards. Let's use the combat card trap here. And again, we don't want to move this. We'll move stuff around and probably get diversified production after the next time we move, but I'm going to waste these moves. And there is our enlist star. And we've got cards for days, guys. 16 coins, leading the coins. We have a star. We haven't checked in on the score, but we got 31. Pretty good shape thus far. What? I do not really approve of Polania's choices thus far. But they can get 6 metal this turn if they want it. But I mean, if they get 6 metal, Nordic comes and takes it, right? Nordic's got an upgraded move. They could go factory here and here. Of course, they just have the 1 card, so not much point. They went 6 metal though. They have enough metal to build all their mechs. Shame they don't have Relentless, that they can't make one every turn. Nordic going for factory here, guys? I bet they are. I wouldn't mind. Wouldn't mind at all. What I don't want to see is Rustfeed on the factory. If Rustfeed gets on the factory, it's going to be hard to do anything about it. Nordic getting a little spread here. Why move off the village? Because you've got the mill on the village. Two more produces, gets him to 8 workers, so I see what he's doing there. Figures he'll make a little bit of oil. He needs 2 produces for the 2 mechs. Hey Poser, how's it going? All right, Nordic gets first choice of combat card. And they get upgrade and popularity. Hey Troy Spears, thanks for tuning in, man. Mm. There's a Nordic building a building. Yeah. Man, I wish... Oh, that's why they moved off of there, because they had to build another structure that wasn't adjacent to the home base. I wish I was next to Nordic. Oh, they just pulled ahead. That's okay though, they're on the factory, that's why. We're about to get 2 stars. And if Nordic doesn't move, we'll have oh yeah, I'm a little finishing the enlists a little early. My last move, I could have moved a worker and a mech up here, because I don't need any more food. Russ just went township. May not get any factory action after all. Let's go Toga. We're at 3 stars. So, Lonnie obviously making a mech, going to funnel some more coin, leading the coin battle right now. We're up 7 on Nordic. Those stars. And we got an objective. I wish over here would show you what objective just completed. What do you think they have? Anybody see that objective? That was really quick. Come on, Rusty, just keep working on your enlists here. Do they want the power star? Well, Nordic's moving anyway, so. Wolf? That's got to be it. Wolf among the sheep. The only thing I see that could have been it. There's an enlist if he wants it. Or some food. Gonna take the $3 enlist, which is expensive, but he doesn't have to spend the turn. Get that enlist. Gonna put him up to 2 enlists, 3 buildings, and 2 mechs. Working on 3 bottom row actions there. A little late for that combat card. Alright, Rustviet. They only have 1 oil. So if they move to the factory here, they will have no bottom row action. But they know I'm almost there. So they probably don't want to deal with a trap token on the factory if they don't have to. So I think that's probably what they're thinking about right now. Let's assume they go to the factory. What do we do then? We just start moving this way? Get our objective? Start heading toward this encounter space? Chase Nordic. Well, that's interesting. Didn't really expect that. Huh. Yeah, they're not going to let me have the factory. Gotta be 3 villages, right? Who's winning now? BuzzFeed is, but just barely. All right. One. Two. Three. Get a little cute. That wasn't very cute. Not go to 5 stars. Then people can start looking at problem is now without a factory card, we don't really have a good thing to do. We can trade for oil, work on upgrades. We can dry bolster. Probably just bolster. Rasputin knows what this trap is now. Reduce him down to 2 power. And I'd be up to 4. Of course, he could play multiple combat cards. Riverwalk from Nordic. Who am I going to fight? That's the problem. Got plenty of cards. Got good cards. Look at good old Polani, almost up at tier 3 now. Alright, we're up by 4. Trade for a pop. Rusty does not have a factory card. And I don't think they can win both these combats. No, they can't. I don't think they can beat Nordic twice. Nordic does not have artillery. I don't think they can beat Nordic twice without People's Army. If they do People's Army, they have to leave the factory. They do both without really any spread. No, I take it back. One could come from here to there. One could come from here to there. If they have an objective, they could end. And that would probably be enough. Yeah, they're just 4 down. That would be enough. We have to turn the objective in this time. And, I mean, Rusviet could attack us for that matter. Ooh. Look, Nordic just went here, guys. Oh, but we can't beat Nordic. We only have one mech here. And plus, we could only take one across the way anyway. All right, there's an enlist out of Rustviet. Gonna be close. No, Rustviet hit tier 2. I can't do it. Oh. Oh, what I was gonna do, and it was gonna be beautiful, is I was gonna attack Rustviet, get Ronin, lose, attack them, get Ronin, win, turn in my objective. But I got too much ground to make up now. Rustviet's got too much power. Okay, let's put that there. That gives me a territory, and that means Rustviet can hit me if they go from factory to village and then factory to village to here, but then they give up tier 2. Nordic doesn't have artillery. We're gonna go here. And we're gonna go here. So we'll have something else to attack them with. No, Nordic doesn't have artillery. In case we get a freebie here. I think Nordic probably puts up a fight here. I don't think we can turn in the objective here anyway. All right, we just need Rust to not end this turn. Right? Because then we can trade for another pop, and that would be 12. And that would put us at 60. And then the next turn, we could pick up this. Yeah, we just take this right here. Pretty effortlessly. Nordic's down to 1 power now. Problem is, by draining Nordic, we gave Rustviet a combat right here. They can just reach the 1. They have the power star though. Oh, they've already turned in their objective. What are they missing? 2 combats. Oh, they didn't get the power star. That's why. They went for the mech star instead of the power star, which means they need 2 combats. Might have been a different game if we could have made it to the factory. We're 1 move short, 1 turn short. Bonnie doesn't have camaraderie, do they? Oh, but they've got tons of pop. Oh, look at that. Lonnie is at 55. And they can take number 3 there. Get 2 upgrades they want. Yeah. Unless they're knocking on the door of the Power Star and they're not, that's the way to go. Drop an oil on the ground and I guess something else. Alright, I don't think Rustviet can end unless Nordic moves somewhere, unless Nordic makes a really bad decision here. It'd be nice, Nordic, if you'd like put a worker here, put a mech here, put a worker here, put a mech here. Nope, nope, just gonna not gonna clog up the board. Russ has 7 pop though, I don't think he'll attack Nordic there. Does he have a triple move? He does. There's artillery. But he has 0 power. The artillery does nothing if you don't have power. Nordic's it. Look at this, tied for last now. I don't think Russ can end. 12 that put us at 60. Well, 59 I guess. We have to pay the coin for the pop. You see a way to end it, Russ? No. Gonna fortify the factory, it looks like. Get a card. Probably hoping for a popularity factory card. Gonna spread a bit. D4. Yeah, that's not good. We need one more turn. We need Nordic not to move. Or for Russ to get a combat. No, that wouldn't do it. Russ is 2 moves from ending it. Probably. Nordic have any wood on the ground? Doesn't look like it. Oh, they have the build star anyway. But they could end next turn with a produce. Can't win next turn. There goes Russ's easy combat, too. I have to go after Polania now, which means the most they can play is 2 cards. They could be sitting on 2 5s, but we've already seen 2 of them. Ooh. No, Polania, no. You needed to save your power. Why did you defend that spot? Understand. Nordic decided that you don't win. All right. He did not trail a worker, which is interesting. Russ thinks he can take this. Apparently. Nordic still has no power, so we don't have to worry about artillery. Be nice to have some workers on this tunnel here. What I probably should have done, move some workers up. Lonnie just at 5 power now. Rusviet having already turned into their objective. Oh, and they pick up these resources too. 15. Just too much. And we can't bump Russ workers. Think I win? 8. It might be. Gotta try. Okay, I think you're right. Maybe. Because I was forgetting about the other star. I get 8 off the stars. 9, 10, 11 off this territory. 12, 13, 14 off another territory. Oh, but I picked this up, which is 15, 16. I think it is enough. It's going to be close if I counted right. If I didn't count right, Russ would win on the popularity tiebreaker. I think those 2 food that Nordic had there is going to be the difference. One point. Don't turn in the food. 18 rounds. Couldn't get to the factory, but we did it. Wow. Togawa Innovative took down Rusviet Agricultural, which is A tier, Polania Patriotic, which is B tier, Nordic Industrial, which is A tier. Good game, guys.